Welcome to Blooms in the Yard. I'm Kate, and today I'm going to show you my first two summer containers, and I'm going to let a secret out, which is the cheapest place to buy your annuals in Kansas City. Okay, it's not Kansas City. It's outside of Kansas City, but if you're in our area, it might be worth the drive for you if you're buying enough to make the discount worth the drive. I'm a little nervous about even giving this away because my friend and I like that we kind of know the secret and not a lot of people do. But I wanted to tell you where I got most of the plants for these containers from, and the ones that I did not get from the Amish greenhouses, I grew from seed in my grow room here at the house. I recently went to the Amish greenhouses in Windsor, Missouri. If you're local to Kansas City, they're about an hour and a half away, and they're amazing prices, like really amazing. And so these are the sun annuals that I got for my pots and for in the ground. And their prices are basically like this would have been $2 or $2.75. These little pots are like $2.50. All of these succulents, $2.50 or $2.75. So that gives you an idea. Really great prices. About $2.50 for that. Their herbs, like that mint, was $2. Everything else there, I've pretty much grown from seed, but like these ground cherries, it was $2 for a 4-pack. I only wanted 2. My friend got the other 2, so we each spent $1 on those ground cherries. So these are my sun annuals, all my succulents that I got from there, and then a little bit of shade annuals, so just a little bit of begonias and impatiens down there. This is mostly what I get for my pots every year. Then I do have this back row is all coleus I've grown from seed from a rainbow mix. I did purchase these 3 coleus from the Amish greenhouses, and again, they were $2 or $2.50, I'm not sure. So that's what I have for my pots. Now, it's too early right now. We have a 39-degree night in the forecast and lots of temperatures in the 40s. So I basically need to be bringing all this stuff in when we get those cold nights, and it's a lot to bring in. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make up 2 pots today, ones that are going to be lightweight enough that I can bring them in. And so for me, I'm thinking it'll be easier to bring in 2 big pots with a lot of these plants in them than to individually be bringing in all of these little things. So that's what I'm thinking. Now, a lot of my pots are too big to bring in, so I'm not planting everything up today, but my goal is to get 2 planters done today. I just have a little bit of, I've been throwing some shredded leaves and grass from the mower over here. Just, it's an empty space right now. And I'm gonna fill up the bottom of my pot with yard waste. And then I'll put potting mix on top. This helps me to not use so much potting mix, and it keeps the pot really moist, and I think that it helps with watering. I really like to use succulents in my containers. So I like to mix annuals like vinca with some succulents. So I don't know if I'm wanting to do like all succulents or some succulents and some other stuff. Something needs to be draping. And then this maybe. So this is a, how do you pronounce that? Kolanchoe? Kolanchoe? And this one is an Echeveria. Kind of tricky. Where do we put these? This is an angelonia. This is a sempervivum. It says Supersemps Onyx. Sedum Ogon. And just like I do in my garden, I'm totally focusing on foliage interest. So red leaves, chartreuse leaves, bluish leaves. That's what I'm focusing on here. And then I'm sticking a little bit of flowers in with everything, but not a lot. This is one of the vinca that I grew from seed. So everything here came from the Amish greenhouse except for that one vinca. Now this is not labeled, and I'm going to be honest that I have no idea what it is. So that's fun. Let's see. I feel like I want to switch those. Well, we'll see what happens. So I bought all this stuff with no plan for how they would go together. I just buy what I like and then figure out later how it's all going to fit together. And some of you are thinking, yeah, I can tell. And that's fine. Okay, how does it look? That one is leaning the wrong way, isn't it? They're all a little leaning weird ways, but that's okay. I think they'll straighten themselves out in time. Okay, I can carry this still. That's a good thing. I'm about to start my second container. I did the same thing where I filled it with grass clippings and shredded leaves, and I'm going to top that off with potting mix. Not only do I feel like this helps with not having to water quite as much because the yard waste, I think, holds in more moisture, but it's going to break down, and next year I can dump these shredded grass clippings and leaves. They will have broken down and pretty much become compost, and I can just put them somewhere in the garden. This container is also going to be full sun, and I'll be incorporating some succulents and some flowers. The question is, do I want pentas? I think I'll do pentas. I like the pink with the pink edges here. I love this color with it, but I'm a little nervous that this is going to need more water than everything else. What can I stick in the middle there? Maybe I don't know if that should go in the middle. Another one of these, maybe. Switch those around. So this is an Echeveria Coral Reef Red. Got really pretty edges. And then another purple angelonia. This is really pretty. This is my first time trying this. Dorotheanus. This is a lobelia. It says hot and aqua lobelia. So really bright, pretty blue. I hope I can keep it alive. A lot of these I'm confident in. I go for drought tolerant, things that can take some drought because I'm not great at keeping my planters watered. The lobelia might need more water than I can give it, so we'll see how that goes. And this is a plectranthus that I held over in the winter in the house. So it doesn't look great, but I'm confident that it will do well. Doesn't look too awful, just kind of small. And then lastly, this is a sempervivum, the Supersemps Onyx again. So again, everything here is from the Amish greenhouse except for the one plectranthus. So each thing cost about $2 or $2.50. So let's just assume that everything in here costs $2.50. The whole container then would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be $15. So here we are with a much better backdrop than I had last year for similar containers. And I just really love mixing the succulents with the flowers. I don't even really have to think about my color schemes because I'm just always drawn to the same colors. Like if you saw my videos from last year, my containers, it's all the same colors. So it's the purples and pinks, chartreuse, and then like the dark reds and purples like this. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some ideas for your own containers.